Are you starting a garden because you feel like you want to grow more of your own food and be more self reliant? This is the thing to grow rhubarb. Hi, this is Carol from Almost Two Acres. Today we're going to talk about rhubarb, one of my very favorite things. I love to cook with rhubarb, bake with rhubarb, can with rhubarb, and do absolutely everything. Because I'm from the north, this is something we grow very well here. Come with me while I talk to you a little bit about what I do with mine. First, I'm going to take you through my own garden where I'm renewing my rhubarb for the year, and then we'll move on to teaching you how to grow it later in the video.
This is my rhubarb bed. I love it. It's so pretty. And for about another half a week, I'll be able to work on it before the leaves get so huge I can't do anything with them. I dug about 10 roots out yesterday by just going to the edge of one of these and then just putting the spade in the middle and just pulling it apart a little bit, going forward and then pulling a little bit. I did, well, I suppose about 7 of them actually out of here. It's pretty hard to tell anything is even missing, so you know that they get big quickly. I had to add this one back because that one had died over the years. All right, I took a little layer of dirt off. Okay, soil. I call it dirt because I'm from the 70s and we all did. Um, and I'm adding some humus. I am going to add more compost all over the bed. Then I'm going to put a crushed layer of leaves on there. And then I'm going to throw some 10-10-10 fertilizer. And then this job is done. It is the 14th of May, and check out my rhubarb patch. In just a couple of weeks, it has taken over the area, filled all the places I put mulch and fertilizer, and it is ready to pick. I bet I could take 50 bunches out of here if anybody actually needed that much rhubarb. Instead, I'll put up about 75 to 100 cups myself for winter use and for rhubarb juice and things I just really want to make now. And give away to my friends, because that's what gardening's about. It's about friendship plants, teaching each other how to garden, and enjoying each other's company while we do so.
Now let's move on to teaching you how to grow rhubarb. This is an easy plant to grow, and I know you're going to love it if you do so. First things first, location is everything with rhubarb. You need well drained soil and full to partial sun. Here's what some people don't know: rhubarb actually needs cold weather, about 7 to 9 weeks below 37 degrees each year. That's why the people down south cannot grow it well.
Is anyone else taking their small red rhubarb and dividing it up? The one I took out of the ground that was sticking out above the ground, I feel like I'm butchering it. I have to take all this off. I keep cutting it off, and then all I have is this, but they all have little roots. I'm going to see how this turns out. It's really hard to kill rhubarb, so I'm guessing it needs all this old stuff out of there so it can grow good again. Wow, guess I got to get the weeds out of there too. Anyway, it's going to look different, and there's going to be so many little rhubarb plants. It's crazy. We'll see how this goes.
Keep the soil consistently moist but never soggy. Water deeply, not frequently. Then mulch heavily 3 to 4 inches around each plant. I use leaves for this. This keeps moisture in and weeds out. Every spring, give your rhubarb a good breakfast of compost or aged manure. After winter dormancy, they need energy to rebuild. A balanced 10-10-10 fertilizer works great too. This is very important. Wait until the third year to harvest. Then don't cut the stalks, twist and snap them at the base. Never take more than 2/3 of the stalks. The remaining leaves are like solar panels powering next year's growth. Remove any flower stalks immediately. They steal energy from your harvest. In fall, clean up around plants and add fresh compost. This sets them up for winter and next year's growth. Every 5 to 7 years, divide your clumps in fall. Lift carefully and split with a sharp spade. Each section needs buds and roots. This rejuvenates old plants and gives you new ones to plant or share. Protect your plants from digging animals with simple fencing. Watch for rhubarb curculio, those little weevils that damage leaves. Remove any damaged foliage promptly.
It takes 8 pounds of rhubarb just to make my rhubarb juice recipe. When I get this cut up, it fills this entire container, and I have to do 2 batches in order for it to not to overflow whenever I'm cooking it down. It's going to be a big batch. It makes 24 pints of juice, but it is so good. I like to have lots on hand. It seemed like so much when I was out picking it, but I can see that I'm not having nearly enough here to get all the things made that I want. So back to the patch I'll go. It's a good thing I have a very big rhubarb patch.
Thanks for joining me while we talked about one of my favorite things, rhubarb. If you like my 70s hippie vibe, please subscribe and tell your friends too. Until next time, let's get growing.